Hello, I am reading your email. I'm going to give you some feedback. So here's your project. I'm just going to take a lot, and it looks like water moves. And this looks like a presentation. Okay. And okay, and there's a worksheet here in Canva. Okay. So I'm wondering, okay, so that's all fine. Um, but I am not clear how AI is being used. Not at all, actually. So that's my only concern. It's a presentation, but I'm not sure, and I don't see your planning here. So what's the self-grading here? So you're giving yourself an A plus on this. You're learning inside. I had opportunity variety of tools. Napkin, Gemini, Storybook, LM. Okay. I'm not sure how you use those tools. That's kind of critical for me. They don't seem like they're essential for the presentation that I saw. So that's kind of important. I also learned how to create a story, and that's great. You've got all that. I don't see it in, did I miss something in the project? Is there a story in there? I'm just thinking, is there a link? I'm don't let's see what's going on here. So I don't know how that was created. Let me look at it closer. Again, I don't see anything here as a story. Ah, maybe this. No, that doesn't work. Oops, wait a second. So that's, oh, here we are. That's a song. Those are videos, but I don't think you created those. And it's a great presentation. I don't, that's the worksheet. Oh, let's see. Wait a second here. There is a story. Okay. And that's your storybook. Perfect. This is where I kind of need you to, and then what is this? This is a worksheet, but I don't know how, what was used there. See, it's just, and then we got, you put an underline here. Don't use underline because I'm thinking that's a link. And then I'm trying here, and then I see this, a lot of text. Okay, so I'm still struggling a bit to see how you used it, but maybe it's better to have this in point form. It's not a paragraph thing. So I learned how to use digital tools to make science concepts more engaging. Can you be specific? I gained a deep understanding of how structured prompting. How? In what way? At the beginning of the project, I used it to help me plan the timeline. Okay, I don't see that, so that's important to see where was that done. I also learned how to create a storybook, which you've got, and then I used Napkin to create the visual aids. So then I need to know which ones. Okay, and then I explored various designs in Canva to create worksheets. Okay, so here I need to know which slides correspond to it. I mean, it's almost better as if you did a little video over this and explained it. That would be enough, actually, because then I would say, okay, that makes sense. And then when you say these overall, these learning goals, that's not going to be enough because I need to know how each of those learning goals matches to what you did. So I've got a lot of time here. Counter challenges, prompt. Again, please put these in point form because then I can say, oh, you had this challenge and you had this challenge and this challenge. Uh, Specific Gen AI tools. I use Gemini to create a storybook. All right, so that's why. See, this is where you can see it'd be easier for me to see this. Canva was used to design worksheets, posters, and visual aids it supported. Um, then I experimented with Napkin, generate quick visual summaries, although some of the outputs required refinement to better. Notebook LM was used to organize my research notes and science concepts. Okay, all right, that's good. Well, a few tools don't I produce the results, experimenting with and deepen my understanding. Okay, so I've got, see again, and if you just did it like this, I would understand it. Canva, napkin. I'd like to know again what slides relate to this. So I'm warming up to this a little bit more. Okay, wait a second here. I project completed several key tasks, developed the story, which is great, using Canva design visual. See, that helps. Again, if it were, it's so much easier for me to read this like this way. Using Canva, I designed, okay, I don't know which worksheets. I created concepts, water cycle, and use that. No, okay, so you've got your research. I don't know. It's maybe for you to, when you were doing the understanding, and which is great. For of the actual cycle. Purpose of them, every design. So those are things I don't know. Is that napkin AI? That maybe the water cycle is. So that's helpful. Okay, so I see this, and then you've got this self-evaluation, which I think, yeah, that's the same thing. So I'm at this stage. I'm inclined to think this is kind of more of an A minus, and it's just because I don't truly understand what was used to do what. I'm getting a better idea, so that if you walked me through and said, "Okay, water moves, I did this." Now, I use Gen AI here to understand water cycle, evaporation, condensation. Um, I don't know how you presented this chart. I used Canva to do this chart. I may have used Napkin AI to do this. I don't know what I used for this. Like, I don't know. This was created by what? This, well, those are just things that you included. Um, this may have been created, and then this looks like it's done by Canva, so that's kind of cool. And then who am I, and how was this created? So this I know is Gemini. This looks like worksheets from something, so that's not really an AI thing. This is not a link, so I don't know what this came from. So it's for me not understanding how did this happen. These, I don't know how they were generated. And peer review strengths and elementary schools using research indicates that incorporating drawings. Okay. This would probably be presented in point form, maybe. Um, so that's where you use Notebook LM. Okay, so I'm getting the idea, but if you could explain it in more detail, then I'd be more inclined to uh, then I would understand the A quality work. You've done a lot of good work here. It's just me understanding what you did.